Can you believe it's been 9 years? I started making ASMR videos because I couldn't sleep. And after 9 years of doing it, I still can't sleep. Hi guys, it's me Rose. Welcome back if you're a regular and welcome if you're new. I've been making ASMR videos for 9 years and somewhere along the way, it changed a lot more than just my sleep. Can you believe it's been 9 years? I was such a baby when I first started. I was a university student majoring in design and I had really bad insomnia. One night, about 12 years ago, I couldn't sleep as usual and I came across an ASMR video by Pixbum53. She is still my favorite ASMR artist to this day. At the time, I didn't even know what ASMR was and a friend just told me that helps you sleep. So I tried it and I actually fell asleep. At some point, I started making my own videos for myself, and that's where it all began. I uploaded my first video and shared it with my friends, and I saw 10 subscribers. So I asked everyone, did you subscribe? Did you subscribe? Did you subscribe? But you know what? No one did. But I didn't care at all. I was so happy. To me, it was like 10 random people on the internet liked my video and subscribed to me. I still vividly remember how that felt. Back then, I didn't even have a proper mic. I literally just went through my dad's desk drawer, hoping to find something. And I ended up using a small mono recorder. I just set up the camera, filmed the video, and that was it. Sometimes I still go back and watch that first video and read the comments. It feels wonderfully strange. At the beginning, everything felt exciting. It was just a hobby. Filming was like playing. But as the channel slowly grew, things started to change. And I also realized things always don't go the way you expect. One time I ordered this candle because I love the sound of the wooden wick crackling. I was so excited to film it, but when I actually started recording, the flame kept going out. So I had to keep lighting again and again, and I ruined the video. One thing I didn't really expect was how sensitive I would become to sound. Not just while filming, but in my daily life too. Because when you film ASMR, you're constantly listening, and it's never completely quiet. There's always something, a dog barking, delivery arriving, neighbors talking, someone coughing, and even snoring sometimes. And every time that happens, you stop, wait, stop, wait, over and over again. And then later, when you edit the video, you hear all of it again. I think I was already a sensitive person, but now noise stresses me out more than anything. Another thing that I didn't expect was how much small details would start to matter. Things most people would never notice, like how a sound fades, how my hand moves, and even things like makeup and outfit. Sometimes I would redo the same part again and again, not because it looked wrong, but because it didn't feel right. Another time, I bought food for an eating sound video because I thought the sound would be really nice. But it ended up tasting so good that I kept eating it before filming. And I basically finished it before I could even record a video. It's like a double-edged sword. There's no right or wrong. It's totally up to the creator. So if you're not happy with the result, you're kinda stuck with it. I remember editing one video for 12 hours, and that video was only like 20 minutes long. At the time, I was making maybe $10 to $20 a month, sometimes even less than 10. I'm not saying I deserved more, it just shows how much of it was pure passion. By the end of it, I was just completely exhausted. I spent the entire day sitting at my desk, only getting up to eat or to go to the bathroom. At the beginning it was fun. Like I mentioned, filming felt natural to me. I used to talk to myself a lot anyways, like teaching myself to study for exams when I was in school. So it didn't feel strange at all. But over time, naturally, it started to feel like work. Even though I always had a full-time job and YouTube was just a hobby. Because more and more people were watching and I didn't want to let them down. At some point, I was just on autopilot, making videos like a robot. No excitement, no creative thoughts, just doing it. My relationship with the channel changed over time. At first, it was just something I chose to do just for fun. But later, it started to feel like something I had to do. Not because anyone forced me, but because I didn't want to lose what I had built. I felt like I couldn't stop running. even when I was worn out and even when I didn't know where I was running to, because I already had come so far. I wanted to quit so many times. If you've been here for a while, you probably know. I mentioned it here and there over the years. But when I would read the comments, people saying my videos help them sleep or help them through difficult times like insomnia, exams, or life in general. If you have ever left a comment like that, thank you so much. I really mean it. Because those comments are a big part of why I'm still here today. And here's something a little ironic. I started ASMR because I couldn't sleep, and I still can't sleep. Not every day, but I still struggle with insomnia. Because I always upload my videos at night in Korea, I end up checking everything right when I'm supposed to go to sleep. The views, the comments, the likes, I keep refreshing the page over and over. Sometimes I feel anxious, sometimes I feel excited. But either way, my mind is too excited, so I can't fall asleep. And the hardest part is, effort doesn't always matter. Sometimes a video I didn't spend much time on does really well, and the one I worked really hard on doesn't. I try to stay calm about it, you know? There's always ups and downs, but it's difficult. It's hard to see your work go unnoticed. Now, my mindset is different. I try to enjoy the process again, like I did in the beginning. Honestly, it feels really good. Maybe not as exciting as before, but more calm and more grounded. ASMR isn't just something I do anymore. It's become a big part of my life. More often than not, I catch myself tapping on random objects just to hear the sound. Like this. Not because I want to film it, but because I enjoy it. At this point, it's just hard to imagine my life without it. And I think this is also why I wanted to make this kind of video, because ASMR videos don't really allow me to talk about things like this. It's very quiet, controlled, and very specific. Especially because I prefer not to talk much in my videos so people can focus on the sounds. But there are so many thoughts and experiences behind it that you don't see. And not just about ASMR, but about my life too. So I just wanted to sit down and talk about it honestly. Not as an ASMR video, but just as me. And over the years, I've had some pretty wild and strange experiences as a YouTuber. Honestly, you would be mind blown what kind of questions and comments I get. At some point, I just stopped telling people I'm a YouTuber, just to avoid them. Maybe I'll talk about that in another video. I'll still be uploading my regular ASMR videos twice a week, and this is just something extra, maybe once a week. But yeah, this is what 9 years of ASMR has really been like for me. Not what I expected at all, but something that became a big part of my life. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, thank you for staying with me. And let me know what you think about this kind of content and what you'd like to see next. Bye!